Hello, and I am sitting in front of my space heater, enjoying the heat. I just want to talk for a moment about housing instability. I'm whispering. Hey, little shorty, let me whisper in your ear. But I'm whispering because my little one's sleeping. I don't want to move. So yeah, hey, how you doing? Welcome. So I've had housing instability for a very long time now, and it's been interesting. When I was younger, my mom definitely kept a roof over our heads. But I left home before senior year was over. I ran away before senior year was over. And, there has been some times even before then where we moved a lot. We moved a decent amount. But after I left home senior year, I stayed with my grandma for a year and then I went to college. And that's when I started moving every semester, if not yearly, if not before then. Because I refused to stay in a situation that wasn't for me. I've always felt that way my entire life. And so I just, found myself with roommates that were very incompatible and so on and so forth, or houses that were falling apart. So it was time to go. And so I've been looking for stability for a long time. God, it's been a crazy ride. But, so since I've gotten on the Section 8 program, I'm a little disappointed because the quality of the housing has been subpar. And I've gotten a good old contractor special. It looks good. And then you move in and you actually interact with things and see how they work, and they don't quite work. So the place I'm in now, oh, I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's the biggest fuck. Oh, it's a cozy little space, but the heat doesn't work. My radiator still isn't working. It's cold. I have a chronic condition or 2 or 3, and I'm not supposed to be in a cold. So, yeah. I'm not supposed to have my body exposed to extreme temperatures, hot or cold. I don't do well with either. So, I'm moving again. I have to move out by the 31st. Today is the 17th. My birthday is the 21st. And I'm just processing and getting things packed and thrown out. And I don't even know how much stuff to throw out. Do I throw most of it out? Sell it? I don't even know what to do. Probably. It's crazy. I like my stuff. Some of my stuff, like my bed, my mirror, my table. But, I just want to make sure I make the best decision. I have a little one now, and so it's time to make sure I move in a way that's going to be strategic and smart for us to be okay and safe and sheltered. I don't know where we're going. I still have 2 more weeks to hone in on a place. I see 1 tomorrow, 2 tomorrow, 1 on Monday. I pray that they're in alignment. I would like to keep him in his school for the next 6 months and then go from there. Obviously, I've signed a year-long lease, so nonetheless, I'm just praying that everything works out. But I've been here before, and that's why I've come here tonight, to encourage you and share some words of wisdom, or at least be here with you in your time of figuring out housing. It's challenging and stressful, and it used to really get me out of character, but after the past couple of years of really having some tense moments of not working, I'm currently not working. It's been a year and a couple months, and I'm taking some time to get healthy. It takes time. But yeah, just I've had time where I'm not working much. Money's been funny. And there's been a lot of uncertainty, and I had to face my biggest fears and going to a shelter twice. The first time was great. I shouldn't have rushed out of it. The first week was rough, but then we got moved to a family one, and it was amazing, and we shouldn't have rushed out, but I wanted to be in my home and steady and stable, and so I rushed, and it was not the best experience with the landlord or the apartment itself, but the neighbors were amazing. And so I did what I needed to do. I'm grateful. It got me in a new environment, a new space. That was helpful for my mental, for my well-being, for seeing what's for me and knowing that there's more out there for me. My environment, I've always been very different from most people in my environment. It's been a bit rough. So it's been a place that I've always needed to find a way to be okay with being at, but also finding a way out. I'm looking forward to that. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer. I wish I could just take this time now to while I have the chance to move and just pour it out. Somewhere warm. I don't know. Somewhere warm. I've always craved the warmth. Just this has always never felt like home. So I'm at a new sense of peace and ease and calmness within. I'm settled and ready to leave things behind. It'd be great. But that's a little irresponsible. I would love to have at least a couple thousand in my, at least 5,000 to be able to do that. I'm just trying to figure out this move while we're here. This cold has beat me up. It's brutal. It's been rough in so many ways. The environment, the people, the weather, the gray skies. Oh, God. I'm grateful nonetheless. I've learned a lot. I've strengthened up a lot. Developed a stronger backbone. But nonetheless, so like I've seen, the second time we had to do the shelter was because I rushed into another situation out of the first apartment. I had to rush kind of out of there because it just was tension and it was time, and essentially they were giving her problems with getting on the program, the new landlord, because the first landlord died. Then her niece took over, and that was the thing. Then they sold the building, and that was the thing. And then the property management took over, and that was the thing. Nonetheless, I moved out. I don't like bullies or people who are just disrespectful and only care about profit over people. So anyways, I moved out to a place, and that didn't work out much either because the place is not ready. It was not what it looked like it was to be. It was cold. It wasn't insulated. There was mold. There was a very disrespectful neighbor. So after that, we packed our stuff, put it in storage, and then went to the shelter. But the shelter this time put us in overflow, aka hotel, and that was amazing. Shouldn't have rushed out of there either, but it's necessary because there's only so long you can stay at the hotel before you have to go to actual shelter, and that I wasn't really trying to do that. Granted, I don't know where they were gonna put me, but the one I know was very interesting environment. You have to have your blinds open, and there's men and women and loud people all day, and I have a lot going on with my sensory and my ears and my eyes because my mitochondrial and whatnot, so it's challenging to be around all that. It's a whole body experience and flare, and it's very uncomfortable and debilitating. So I do my best to avoid all of that extra stimulation, hence why I be at home instead of at a work environment that's overstimulating, overwhelming, and just abrasive. It's cold, it's bright lighting, lots of stimulation. I'm looking still though for a place that'll be in alignment. So now this time coming around that, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to use a lot more. I have faith that everything's going to work out and we'll be okay and protected and guided where we need to go. So even if we have to do the shelter, which I pray not, I'd rather not. But even if we do, I pray that we'll be okay, and at the least we'll get help with our deposit for the new place. Even though I would love to get mine back from here because it's not my fault that the radiators aren't working, that they have bugs and mice and whatnot. So, and my tub's peeling again for the third time. But we shall see. God is good. You never know. I'm grateful. I'm faithful. It is really challenging to figure out what to pack and what to sell. I'm thinking about putting stuff up online and then having it ready for later this month, but I don't know. That's coming up so freaking quick. Oh my God. It was just the 5th, guys. It's gonna be okay. I'm not sure what you're going through, but I pray that everything is okay. I've learned a lot through the situations that I've been in, that having a positive attitude in some way, shape, or form, and just having faith that things are going to work out even while I'm fearful and nervous and unsure, uncertain. There's a will, there's a way. So I felt compelled to share this. There's been many times where I didn't know what was going to happen, and there was a way. So, facing your fears, doing the scared can lead you to some great places. The shelter was a really great, solid support for us, and we got a lot of help that we needed in a lot of ways. So I don't know if you're maybe dealing with some crazy housing situations, because I didn't even go into the crazy housing situations that I had in college. I lived with so many people, and sure enough, every time it was time to leave, I would leave. And I wish I could leave sooner than later sometimes, but it works out the way that it needs to work out. So, your environment is everything. So if you're planted somewhere or rooted somewhere that you can't grow, you have to listen to your heart. When it's calling for you, listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. But seriously, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Keep yourself safe. Make a plan. Be strategic. Remember this one time we had to literally leave. We moved to Michigan. My mom was gonna get married. We moved to Michigan. It didn't work out, and we saw that very quickly on. It wasn't gonna work out, so we left after 6 weeks. And my mom waited till the man that she was gonna marry left for work. We went to school. She packed the whole house, packed the U-Haul, packed us up, and we left before he got home. So, sometimes you gotta be strategic, plan accordingly, and keep yourself safe. Pack light. That's been hard for me my whole life, to pack light. I'm finally letting go of a lot of different things I've held on to, papers from when I was younger, all kinds of stuff. And I think I need to throw all them journals out, but I'm like, oh my God. But it's within. I know it. Especially a lot of those journals are from a variety of different things. So why hold on to it? It's time to let it go. Ooh, stepping out on faith. All right, peace. Take care. Prioritize your wellness. So many times as women, I'm a woman, but oftentimes doing the right thing for myself feels wrong because it goes against what I'm being quote unquote told to do. But I am my own authority. God is my authority, I walk this life with God, the Most High. So the outside world, man-made, corrupted world will have you walking against yourself, against God, against nature. And it's time to honor the divinity within. It's time to honor our souls, honor our own missions, honor what we know is right for us.